If you're a business owner, you've probably heard about Whop recently, which is this new all-in-one platform that Iman Gadzi recently invested into. Now, I want to explain in this video why Whop is such an amazing opportunity and the opportunity that it actually presents to you if you are a business owner or have any sort of consistent or semi-consistent revenue streams with your business. Now, if you don't already have a business of any kind, I wouldn't really recommend watching this video as it won't really be of any benefit to you. However, if you do have a business or any kind of side hustle or freelance gigs going on, this video is for you. So let me quickly take my shoes off and let's get into the video. So back in April of 2025, Iman first announced his investment into Whop. And if you don't already know who Iman is, then he's kind of the SMMA guy turned general make money online guy. And ever since he released the announcement, it's been this kind of a flood of people going to Whop to kind of figure out what's the best way to capitalize on the trend of all these eyeballs and attention going over to Whop. There's a mix of obviously people joining Whop, there's people investing into Whop to actually make money from it. So as a business owner myself, as the agency owner that provides marketing services to my small business clients, and you as a small business owner, or if you have a side hustle, what's the best way to have the most tactical advantage and start and scale your first Whop without being part of the herd, but actually leveraging the herd and leveraging all of the audience and attention that Whop is getting to give you the best advantage moving forward with Whop. And that's actually exactly why I've made my Whop, which is the Academy link in description, to a complete done-for-you service. It's literally a very similar service I provide to my marketing clients anyway, but more catered to helping you start and scale on Whop. And it's completely risk-free as well. There's a 7-day free trial as well as a 14-day complete refund policy too. So there's payment plans available for every month as well as a payment plan for the annual amount too, but you can literally get started and try it risk-free. So that is in the link in the description too. But nonetheless, this video I want to break down exactly what Whop is and why it's such an amazing opportunity for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So why is Whop so important? Well, I think it marks a shift in what's happening in the kind of digital online space as far as the economy is concerned and money is being made, because up until now there's kind of been a stigma around making money online, and it's mainly been like the younger audiences, especially teenagers with courses and kind of self-help programs and things like that, whereas Shopify certainly has changed the game a lot, and obviously Amazon's changed the game massively with e-commerce and fulfillment by Amazon, all this sort of stuff. Whereas now with Whop, this marks that next shift where you're going from people that were just selling info products and kind of online gurus to now, okay, Shopify, well, Amazon, then Shopify, and now we've got Whop. And Whop is that like next stage. It's kind of the third lever in the entire mechanism that creates the kind of online space of commerce. And so that's why it isn't only just like the new Amazon or the new Shopify. It's this new platform that's going to allow everybody to be able to start generating some sort of income. There's the content creating side of things, where even if people don't want to start a whole business out of it, they can literally just kind of be an affiliate for a program or just make content on the side and become some sort of content creator and video editor. But also, if you do have a business or side hustle right now, which is obviously, if you're watching this still, that's hopefully the position you're in, you can use this as an opportunity to be able to do what you've never been able to do before in business, which is it's like being in London or being in any massive capital city on the main street, but for free. Like you've never been able to be on, you've never been able to be in Mayfair in London for free, or be able to be on, right opposite the Louvre or, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, or be on the main strip of Las Vegas, or, be able to see the Hollywood sign, or be on the main strip of LA or any city in the world for that matter. And that's exactly what Whop presents to you for free. Whop is presenting to you that opportunity where you can be on the main street where everybody is, and all you have to do is have the best offer and be able to provide the best product or service. And if you can do that, everybody's going to flock towards what you have to offer. And so that's why Whop really is the best opportunity right now. And again, regardless really of whether you already have a business, you kind of got a side hustle going. So as long as you already have some sort of consistent income, especially for this particular position, obviously a lot of people are coming into it just to try and make some sort of money online. But I do think if you already have a business or some sort of offer going, and it's going to be fairly simple for you to transition onto Whop, then this is going to be the best possible advantage for you. Now, let's quickly dive into some of the numbers behind this and the actual kind of social proof behind why Whop is so amazing. So Iman became an investor and explained to us that they'd hit the $1 billion mark or over $1 billion mark with the amount of sales generated by Whop users, by people paying to have access to Whops, whether it's products, services, communities, whatever it might be. There's been over $1 billion of sales generated through Whop. And you can see every single day that people that are hitting like 100K for the first time ever with their Whop. So think about it, the amount of people that are now hitting six figures, whether it's six figures for the first time ever, 6 figures a month, 6 figures a year, 6 figures a day, a week, whatever time scale it is. But the fact that every single day they're able to put 6-figure for the first time wins on Whop for their users is immense. Because the amount of like small business owners that barely even hit 6 figures a year, and yet every single day Whop has people making 6 figures. So that's one of the immense opportunities there. Plus now, obviously, we obviously have the sales figure behind that. Whop also announced a massive change in a recent update as of like May 6th, May the 7th, so this is subject to change as well, but they removed their discovery fee, an entire 30% cut in their revenue. But they're taking that risk to be able to provide everybody with the opportunity to be on the discovery section in front of tens and tens of millions of people every single month. They literally have 7 to 8 figures of people, millions of people every single month, flocking onto the discovery section, main like Facebook marketplace, like the first page of Amazon on there for people to be able to join your Whop. And there's no fees associated with that anymore. There's just the simple small Whop fee, way less than 5%, and there's no longer this 30% massive cut in revenue for you if you get started on Whop and you're featured on that high street, the main street on Whop, and that's why that is so immense. And obviously, like I said, amongst all those millions of eyeballs in general, you have tens and tens, if not hundreds of millions of people every month, whether they're new users or recurring users, coming onto Whop and seeing your Whop for the first time. And not also new people, but people that may see your Whop that recommend other people. And it's that positive recurring word of mouth over and over and over again. Because yes, you can have that with any business, any line of work, physical location or online only, but the fact that it's with this new trend, it's with the new buzz and the new craze of Whop. And that's why all the attention is going to be around it now. And that's why now is the best possible time to be able to capitalize on that trend. So hopefully that gives you an idea of why it's so important and some of the numbers behind why now is really the best time to be able to capitalize on it and get started with it for your business or side hustle. But obviously, like I said at the beginning, if you do want a more done-for-you service around this and you don't just want kind of advice and the blasé kind of strategies and tips behind it, then I have a complete done-for-you service link in the description. So regardless of whether you already have a side hustle or a business, you can get started for free. I can help you literally set your Whop up. I can literally just do all the heavy lifting for you. I can help you set your Whop up. I can, get it on featured section for you. I can help you come up with branding templates, all the technical jargon, that sort of stuff. So we can get that started for you, help you start getting your first few sales, get your first few customers or clients for it for free, 7-day free trial. There's multiple payment plans available, and obviously annual payment plan too on a massive discounted rate. And there's also a full 14-day refund policy, so there's literally no risk to getting started and see if it's worth it for you, a complete done-for-you service. That's linked in the description below. But without further ado, let's get on to the next part about why I think this is also a kind of inverted table of the gold rush coming, and that's what's really important moving forward. So you may remember the gold rush analogy I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and I know you've probably heard the same story 1,000 times before because all these different opportunities online kind of represent different analogies for the same type of thing. But the reality here is that similar to what happened in the gold rush with Samuel Brannan creating the hype around the gold and him selling shovels at a marked up price for it, and then also Levi Strauss, who famously made Levi jeans, also selling jeans with more robustness to them for miners back in the gold rush. Those were two different layers and levels to the gold rush, and that's the exact same situation now with Whop. And there's never really been a similar situation. Now, I guess the closest one is probably Shopify in how they've made this disruption between the consumer and the producer, and how a lot of people that weren't making money decided to start using Shopify to start selling digital products and mainly drop shipping online. And now with Whop, we have the truest form of the similarity between this and the gold rush to that. And that is what is being created with Whop. We have obviously the bottom consumer level, which is all this audience, all this attention flocking to Whop, all these different people wanting all these different products and services and communities and platforms and software that is now available because of all the different merchants doing products and services and all these different things on Whop. But there's also the typical, people we can see that flock for this new opportunity on Whop. And that is not just this same old producer level area like with Amazon, like with Shopify, but it's the people that are now trying to make money with it in a different way that used to be the consumer, but are now that mid-level of people that aren't originally part of any group, to be fair, but are now new to this group that have created that second layer. They're not the consumer anymore, but they're not that original business owner. And that's that new level of person that you can attract for your business as a potential customer or client with the Whop. So it's not that these are necessarily two distinct groups to worry about, but it's even more people coming together in a targeted channel that is free marketing for you on Whop. And that's why this is such a unique opportunity. It's not only appealing to the consumers, but to the producers as well. And not only to get started with it, but just to be able to sell to them as well on Whop. And ultimately, now this is why it's the best time, and there's never been a better time, thanks to Iman's investment into it, the amount of attention being channeled that way. And now you can ultimately ride that wave and ride that trend moving forward. And it's ultimately a bit like the first ever days of Shopify being a thing, or the first ever days of early Amazon before fulfillment by Amazon and FBA became such a big thing. But now it's not just only being able to utilize a couple of different very specific parts of it. Now Whop has so many different features and elements. It's this all-round, all-in-one platform that allows you to literally sell anything you could possibly imagine on Whop. So regardless of whether you already have a product or a service or a software you already want to give access to, you can do that. Or if you want to just create an additional revenue stream for the business, you can do that. If you want to just completely start from scratch and scale your business like brand new on Whop, you can also do that. It just presents you with this immense opportunity thanks to this kind of multi-layered approach that kind of is so similar to the original Goldrush. So to end this video, I really wanted to kind of point out the one truth I'm noticing with the entire space, especially the make money online space, but everything that normally happens around these types of shifts like this with attention and different platforms coming out. And the trouble is, everyone's going to try and sell you information, and everybody creates a course and digital products and whatever it is to do with information and knowledge and ideas based off these new trends. But knowledge is only half the answer. The trouble is, no one's trying to sell you solutions that are these services and these softwares and access to things that actually solve the entire problem for you. And so that's exactly why I created my Whop, which is the academy that I've already mentioned in this video, linked in the description below. And like I've already mentioned, I know it's a done-for-you service, and I didn't want to just make a program or a course because I don't want to just give you information and that's it. I love providing services to my marketing clients already, so I wanted to do that, but with people that want to get started on Whop, that already have a business, already have a side hustle, that just want to use it to scale even further, or simply just to create an additional revenue stream for the business. And so that's exactly why I've made that Whop linked below. So I wanted to make it as risk-free as possible for you. So there's multiple options available depending on what level of done-for-you service you want. If you just want to come and simply try it out for nice and cheap and just see if it's something that might or might not work for you, there's that option available too. But if you want a full done-for-you service where I literally do all the hard work for you, do all the heavy lifting, set your Whop up for you, and just get it making money for you as quickly as possible, that option is there too. And where the risk is really as low as I can possibly make it for you is the fact that I've not only got a 7-day trial, so that you have a full week before your card is even charged for the first month, but I've also started a 14-day refund policy. So you literally have 2 full weeks before you even have to consider whether or not this is something that's going to work out for you or not. And so you have 14 days to trial it out, see what you think. Your card will be charged after the first full week trial, but then you still have 7 days to consider whether or not it's worth the investment or not for you. So that is there, available, link in the description. Obviously send me a message if you want to know a bit more information about what might not be available on the page, but everything is available on that store page to see if you think it's the right investment for you to start and scale on Whop. So with that being said, I do hope you found this information helpful today. If you would like more information about getting started on Whop, everything can basically be found in the Academy link below, but if you want to send me a DM or comment below, please do. But nonetheless, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did find it valuable, please do leave a like, consider subscribing, hit the notification bell to see whenever I upload a new video, and thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.